We now have with us, he's been here the whole time, but now we're going to get to the interview, DJ Mike Riley, Westchesters' own. What's up, guy?
Hey, what's going on,
How you
guys?
doing?
What up, Riley?
I've been a little distracted while you guys were talking. I got to broadcast this. I thought that this was rather nice to look at. I figured that those were the perfect tits, and then, you know, you turn the P. No, not that
Tits and ass.
So if she's a tranny, I'm going to get pissed.
No, sorry. And then that was the perfect ass
Oh.
right there. I'm sorry.
Nice ass.
I had to showcase that. I'm sorry. That's what I've been looking at while you guys were rambling on and on.
So that's why you weren't paying attention to the whole Speedo conversation. Thank you.
No.
Appreciate it.
While you guys were talking about Speedos, sorry, I couldn't be involved in that.
Okay.
I was looking at tits and ass.
You weren't
Totally.
about Speedo.
You know,
It was more
fine.
appetizing to me.
It's totally
Chips,
fine.
can I get some of his beats up? I'm playing him. I don't know if we can hear him.
I sent you guys quite a few things.
Yeah.
I think it's muted over there. You're muted over there.
I'm muted?
All right, I'm going to try to get it on the computer. But, all
Okay.
right, well, either way.
I'm muted. I'm muted. Okay, my bad.
There we go.
All right, we'll just put it underneath so we got some. I didn't have any beds going tonight.
No, now we have the echo.
Really?
Well, it's something.
How do we eliminate that?
I know that's one
Then
of
you
my
got. Maybe you try to play it from your
All
computer.
right, I'll just play from this. But, all right, so let's get right into the interview. You are a Westchester boy, born and raised, right?
Yes, born and raised.
All right, where from?
And I don't know if that's good or that's bad.
I think it's good.
New York.
Nah, it's a
Mariner.
good thing, bro.
Born in Mamaroneck. I was raised in Portchester.
Westchester, you know,
And, yeah.
you get the best of both worlds. I feel like growing up in Westchester.
Well,
You went to Rhinebeck High School?
yes, I did.
Alex went to Rhinebeck for a little while.
Yes,
Yep.
That's how you guys know each other?
That's how I know that.
That's how I know the Riley man.
That's unfortunate.
Riley was a crazy kid growing up, bro. I met Riley in second grade because I went to Mamaroneck kindergarten first, and I went in second grade. And in second grade we went to I guess technically you could call it summer school, but it wasn't really summer school. It was like extra learning.
It was summer school.
But it was like
It was definitely summer
You know what I'm saying?
Wherever the story is going, I know it's something to do with me doing something bad.
Yeah, it wasn't something bad. It was just you were being typical Riley. What Riley did was he thought it would be funny to tell everybody that because his last name was Riley, and at the time, the coach of the New York Knicks was Pat Riley, so he thought, you know what? I'm in second grade. Everybody I'm in class with is a bunch of idiots. I'm just going to tell them that's my uncle. So he told everybody in the school that
Uncle Pat.
Pat Riley was his
My
uncle.
Uncle Pat Riley was the coach of the New York
Yo,
Knicks.
Riley was the motherfucking man for
And it
3
worked.
months.
I had teachers coming up to me asking me for autographs, kids coming up. Yo, it was the funniest thing. And the worst part
Ask you
about it
for
was
autographs?
my own father.
Yeah, because we used to.
My
he used to
own
tell them.
father was writing out autographs to give to
Your
fucking
dad was
teachers in
fucking like,
school.
I'm gonna make my son a pimp. My son's a man.
Yo, it worked. I wouldn't.
That's
you know,
awesome,
give
bro.
it credit for me getting laid at any time. in school,
Well,
you
in
know.
second grade, you were a real
Well,
pimp
no,
if you were
I
getting
wasn't
laid,
in
bro.
second grade. I'm not gonna toot my own horn with anything like that. No.
We got some of your beats playing right now underneath Summer Nights. This is Summer Nights. This is a whole long mix. So
You could check him out on SoundCloud.com/Mike-Riley.
Definitely find me on Facebook. SoundCloud, I'm not a big fan of anymore.
Oh, he's not a big fan of SoundCloud.
No, I just actually downgraded it because there's a lot of people on there that between SoundCloud and Mixcloud that actually rip and steal your music.
Really?
yeah, you told me about this before. So let's say I was like a DJ, you know, and I used the computer like most DJs do now. Could I just
What all DJs
literally take your song,
My
put on
song,
some
my track,
headphones,
yep.
and hit the play button and like pretend to touch a couple buttons and
Well,
And they can just play your set for an hour.
What they do is they can actually, you know how you have the thing to record videos?
yeah.
They have the same thing with music, where they could steal my music and then replay it like it's their own.
So I'm saying, yeah, I could do that if I was a DJ, if I didn't know like what the hell I was doing,
So
right?
that's why I actually just downgraded my SoundCloud because I don't believe in it anymore. And if you personally want my music, you find me on Facebook, and I'll email you a personal link where you can actually download everything.
It's awesome.
It's gonna cost you, but you can get it.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
it
kidding.
depends on what it's worth.
Right,
yeah.
of course, of course.
But yeah, you can download it, and to me it's more convenient, you know, because what I send you, if you're gonna go out of your way to steal my music, one, go fuck yourself.
Chips, let me get that picture up too.
And two,
Which one?
Not yet.
That one that
two.
you have right there of him.
Oh yeah, that one.
Because I want to say, all right, so you were talking about everybody uses a computer. So are you saying that you don't use a computer? Because in this picture, I see you got CDs back there.
yes, in the background, you'll always see me with CDs. I use a computer only to make music. I use Logic Pro only to make music, to make edits, anything that I do. But when I DJ live, it's either vinyl or CDs. 90% of the time, it's CDs.
That's
I'm sorry, just nowadays, technology does everything for you. I mean, look, for big name DJs and stuff like that, if you're proven and all that, and if you want to use a computer, more power to you. You're proven already.
That's kind of...
You went through every piece of technology. Me, I'm an up-and-coming DJ. I've been doing this for a long time. I've traveled. I've opened up for the world's best DJs, from
Steve Angelo
in Miami to
Swedish House Mafia,
Morris, to all those people in New York, and I still only use CDs. And it's funny because the kids now, when I DJ, when they open or close for me and they see me using CDs, it's like they look at me like I'm 90 years old.
Yeah, but see, like, that's kind of why, like, I used to DJ, and I did it more for, like, you know, I DJed for a while, like, doing mobile, like, in high school and stuff, like, doing Sweet 16s and shit like that. But then, like, I was, like, DJing for myself and, like, you know, for fun and shit in my basement. I still have decks. But, like, once, like, the computer really took over about, like, 3 or 4 years ago, I would say, like, it really took over, I kind of just backed out because, like, I was, like, you know, like, I know how to actually DJ. I know how to listen with my ear and mix a track. I don't want to, you know, have to press a button on a computer and just let it do it for me. I don't see the fun in that. And so I kind of stopped. But, like, can a real DJ like that still survive? Like, somebody that doesn't want to give in to the computer? Because that's, like, kind of why I stopped. I was like, these kids
honestly,
that don't know anything about music are just going to have such an advantage over me that it's not worth it.
They know nothing about the history. They know nothing about the music. Most of these kids never even been in a friggin' club before. Never.
That's
never
ridiculous.
I mean, it's hard, but nowadays, you could be the best DJ in the world. That doesn't mean anything. You have to bring the numbers. If you bring the people and you play good music, you'll go far. But it's all about bringing people. Like, if I come there with my CDs and stuff like that and I bring 50 people, I'm going to look good. But if you show up there with your laptop and you bring 200 people that just like to kiss your ass that you paid to bring there, or whatever the case is, who do you think they're going to hire next week, me or you?
So I didn't realize that was such an important thing to bring bring the people.
That's huge.
That's
nowadays,
probably the biggest
years
thing.
Years ago, when DJing and all that first started, like 10 years ago, it was all about how good you were because there wasn't the technology for it.
It was a talent.
Yeah, it was all about the talent. Nowadays, you push a fucking button and you're bam, you're a DJ. You're DJ Louie, you're DJ Alex, you whoever you want to be. And it all has to do with the technology.
Now, can I cross it? Because I'm thinking about, like, getting back into it, you know, working at the radio station and stuff. Like, it would make sense if I got back into it.
No, it's not bad for a person like you because
can I still,
you have
but
the
can
knowledge.
do I have to play with only CDs or can I, like, kind of do a mixture of both, or at least, like, I can still use the decks even if they don't have CDs in them?
No, there is the technology to use the laptop to actually select your music so you don't have to look through the CDs, but at the same time use the turntables.
Okay.
Like, you have the ability to do that. But most of the time it's like these kids come out of nowhere that are still in, like, school or college who get 100 friends to come out. They've never DJed before, never been to a club. It's like, oh, you know, let me like send out a flyer that, like, oh, open bar for like a half hour.
Yeah, those fucking flyers piss everybody off on Facebook
or something like that, and the next thing you know, like, they really don't know what they're doing. They come in there and they make people like me who've been DJing with like, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been.
You know how to DJ.
Yes, and it's like these kids come out of nowhere and they make me look bad. It's kind of shitty, but that's the way it works.
They really make you look bad though?
Well, it's not that they make me look bad, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I've been doing this for a long time, and it's like these kids come out of nowhere, and it's like they tell all their friends, and they come to a party, and they bring all their friends, but their music is just absolutely fucking horrible. And it's like they should be ashamed of themselves, but they just, that's...
We got somebody in the chat room saying Mike was the first person to drop Gangnam Style in the club.
Is that crossover?
I don't know. And then he said Alex carried the DJ's equipment. That's pretty.
It's Mike 012345789.
Yeah, at least Mike can count, so we give you that much, Mike, in the chat room.
Dude, how did you get into DJing?
Honestly, if you want me to tell you I'll sum it up real quick. I was about 18 or 19 years old, and I went to Sound Factory in New York City, which is the Passion now. And my friends brought me there. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was into rock at the time. I didn't care. Somebody gave me ecstasy for my first time.
Yo, I think I remember the first time, like, you spun. We were at Giovanni's house.
Yeah,
and you just started spinning, bro.
Messing around. And
I swear to God, I remember that night, bro. We were just sitting there.
And I was on Satin Factory,
I didn't know you were on.
And it was the vibe, the music, the girls, just everything was just unfucking real. And I looked at the DJ, and I saw that no matter what he did, he told a story.
Yeah.
He told a story, like, from the start of his music to the end. He told a story, and everybody that was in there just loved it. They loved every minute of it, every second of it. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that.
Are you a spiritual guy at all? Do you feel like do you feed off like the energy in a place, like the spirit of like a club? Does that change the way you work at all or anything like that?
I mean, I'm not spiritual, but if I'm standing there and I'm DJing and I see everyone going nuts, I'm going to be going nuts. That's going to make me play better music. I'm going to just become more alive. I'll start throwing ice cubes. I'll get into it just like the crowd. If you're into it, I'm into it. And that's just the way I DJ. That's what I believe in. And it's just the right way to be. I mean, that's what turned me onto it in the first place. All my friends were like, oh, you'll never be able to do this, and this. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to buy my first set of turntables. Within my first year, I was DJing at the biggest club in New York City. In my first year. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. I didn't know any promoters. Bam. Within a year and a half, I was DJing at WMC, which is the Winter Music Conference, the biggest musical industry get-together in the world.
Yeah, the Winter Music Conference. People come from all over the world, everywhere in the world.
I was DJing there within the first year and a half.
That's no joke.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago. 4 years ago. I'm sorry.
Because when we went down in 08 to the Winter Music Conference, I don't think you were DJing yet.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't even a DJ at that.
Yeah.
And then that next year, I was back there.
Yeah.
And I was DJing. I was opening up for Swedish House Mafia's Steve Angelo at the Eden Rock in Miami Beach. I'll never forget it. It was one of the greatest experiences ever. I never got paid, but you know what? Fuck it.
Whatever. That's cool, though.
That's awesome. It's like there's some shit you do, you put on your resume, you don't get paid for. It's part of the industry.
Let me ask you, because I always thought it'd be awesome to. I mean, you're on stage with your equipment.
Well,
it's just you.
It's not always my equipment.
You're on stage with equipment. It's you. You're the only one on stage at that point, right? So you're making the crowd like go nuts, and you are at
pretty much anything that I do makes the crowd go. If I stop the music, they're all gonna go.
It's an effect. Yeah, everything you do has an effect on the entire crowd.
Anything that I do, just.
It's kind of awesome feeling.
Explain to me the
like
first
stand up
time.
There with a Speedo.
Yeah, you were at like a big ass convention like that, and or not a like a concert type of venue, and you know. There's the strobe lights, obviously, and the light flashes, and you just see like an ocean of people going nuts, like bopping their heads and going nuts to your music.
I don't know if any of you people could see this, but there's a big smile on my face. It's beyond one of the greatest feelings ever in the world. It's like I don't want to sound like stupid, but you feel like a god. Like you just control everything. It's like you see those people, you see girls, guys, just everybody dancing to the beat of your song. It's like one of the greatest feelings ever.
And no one knows who the fuck you are, where you grew up, anything about you.
And on my Facebook, that's one of my quotes that I patented myself that I always put on all my CDs. You don't know who I am. You may not know who I am when I walk in, but you know who I am when I walk out.
That's what's up, Riley. I like that.
That's something that I live by.
That's what I'm going to say when I walk down to the pool on the cruise in a Speedo.
Well, you can wear your Speedo as long as...
When I walk in, you won't know who I am when I walk out.
Blast my music. At least they'll look at you and be like, who the fuck is this asshole? Yeah. But damn, he's listening to some good music. Just do it like that.
Perfect.
I don't know if I'm doing
All right, so let me...
4 calls.
Because of that, you know, you saw the feeling, you felt what it was like. Tell me about what it was like before you walked on stage for your first giant venue.
Oh, I was fucking scared.
Were you like, I mean, because I'll be honest, I just started doing trivia nights at Tequila Sunrise, and no one goes to that damn thing. But I was nervous to read the questions and to be host of that, and there was like 20 people there. Let's say 20 people.
Honestly,
you have thousands of people out there.
I was nervous, honestly, like. Back then, I used to smoke a lot of weed just to like calm me down before something like that. It didn't help. Like I would be petrified. Like I was thinking, shit, is the equipment gonna be all right? Is everything gonna be all right? Am I gonna train wreck this track?
Are you like shaking? Are you like so nervous?
No, it wasn't that I was shaking, but it was just like, shit, I'm scared.
Yeah, scary,
man.
It's
like go time. Like everything else was practice, and this isn't practice.
It's a very scary moment, and then it's like once you get past that first song, that first mix, it's like it just.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
You know, I've done this 1,000 times.
It just comes naturally, and the thing that I got lucky about is I came up so fast. I came up faster than my talent was. It was like I would practice at home, and then the next thing I know, I'm DJing in front of 1,000 people. So I got to, my main practice that I got better with was because of those people. Because it wasn't like you couldn't screw up. At home, when you're messing around, you're practicing and stuff like that, you can fuck up as many times as you want.
Yeah, of course. Who's hearing you?
But in front of those people, you mess up once. That's it. You're done. You'll never get hired ever again.
Real quick, give us like something crazy that happened when you were like DJing.
Hold on, we actually found a picture. Do we want to show that picture? So this is a picture that he was showing us earlier.
Females do some very interesting things.
Explain to us what this chick is doing.
I mean, we know what she's doing. She's giving him a blowjob while he's DJing.
Is that
Let's
what's
hear
going
the
on?
story.
No, it was, I was DJing.
I thought maybe she dropped her phone or something.
No, she definitely did not. Well,
She didn't drop
I
her
hope
phone?
she found it in that picture. But I was
something
DJing
else.
at a club in Long Island City, Queens, and this girl just came out of nowhere. And
Did she even say anything to you?
you're hot, and I love your music. That was it.
And then the pants dropped and...
That's why we have so many nerds
No.
DJing,
She didn't even
bro.
drop my pants. It was just a zipper.
It's pictures like this.
It was just
pictures
pure
like
talent
that
right
are the
there.
reason why
Absolute
so many
pure
nerds bought
talent
a
right
laptop and they're DJing. Pictures like that.
And you know what the best part about it is? I don't even know her fucking name.
It's better that way. It's probably better that way, I would say.
It is. You know what? I hope she's happy because that's somebody's daughter.
It is
So that's somebody's daughter right there. I hope her mother's proud.
Sucks to think about for that guy, but yeah, you're right. It is.
I hope my mother's proud.
You were the man. You were the
I
man,
hope my
bro.
mother's proud.
Well, Riley, thank you very much for being with us
for
today.
coming by tonight.
Thank you very much for having me.
What
on
do you
the
got
show.
coming up? You got anything coming up?
Yeah, get that out there quick.
March 20th, next weekend I'm at ANJ, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Anja Bar.
That's in New York City.
The
The week
meatpacking.
after that,
Fucking awesome place. I went there on Thanksgiving Eve. It was a great place.
It's a great place,
Sick.
great vibe.
Sick.
I've personally never been there, but I've heard a lot of good things. The week after that, I'm at Pasha NYC. And then the week after that, March 23rd, I am headlining Grand in Stanford. Please come by, show some
Grand's a
support.
nice spot, Stanford. It closes early too, so you know it's not gonna be a crazy late night.
Yeah, I mean, it's the party starts early, it ends early, and then you're able to go out and party. But
That's what's
the
up.
music's always good. The bottles and drinks are cheap. You can't go wrong, man. It's a great atmosphere.
And if people want to hear your music online or hear more about you or even contact you, where they're going?
Facebook.com/DJ Mike Riley. I'll send you mixes. Or SoundCloud.com, Mike-Riley, and that's it.
We'll find your mixes. We're here in Summer Nights right now. That's where we're hearing this from SoundCloud, yeah.
Yes, from SoundCloud. My music's on YouTube, Mediafire. You can find me all over the place.
Yeah, just don't be a dickhead and download his shit and steal it and play
Yeah,
in the
please
club.
don't. I really do. I would rather you not do that.
Douchebags.
Yeah, fucking assholes. Well, Mike, thank you very much for being with us,
Thank
man.
you for having me on the show, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.